Hello guys, and welcome to my next LP, probably the game you expected. We have Megaman 2, the sequel to the very first one. Now, the developers of this game were actually not even planning on making it. When they originally created Megaman, or Rockman in Japan, they really didn't think it was going to sell. So they only created, they didn't create that many copies, and the game blew up. And with all this commercial success, they really rushed to get another game out. So that's why, really quickly, they created Megaman 2. So, here we are, we have some cool visuals. Uh-oh, music's picking up. We're gonna hear some of my favorite music in all of the Mega Man games. And here we have Epic Mega Man with his hair flying in the wind. Boom. Aw, yeah. Alright, so, normal or difficult? We're pretty awesome. Let's go with some difficulty. And here we go. 8 Robot Masters. And this time they're actually created by Dr. Wily. They're not Dr. Light's robots reprogrammed. So we're going to start off with Flashman. I changed it in my order because I didn't want to do the usual, oh, let's fight Metal Man first and get the Metal Blade and abuse it throughout the entire playthrough, because I haven't seen that a million times. So, thought I'd mix it up. And hope you guys enjoy the new strategies and different tactics for beating certain bosses without just spamming the Metal Blade. Now, Flashman stage is pretty cool. The music's pretty good. Not my favorite, but pretty good. And darn it, we got hit here. But it's a really generic stage. I mean, Flashman. Why not just give him some platforms that, I don't know, like turn on and off, bright and dark. And then, you know, why not throw in some ice physics? Let Mega Man slide around a little bit, you'll notice. Makes for some cool entrances, though, I guess. As little sense as it makes. That's alright. We're back to the short levels. Once you know what you're doing, these levels are really short. And we're just going to take that hit and move on. So we have a decent amount of health. Got a nice little platforming section here, which probably means there's a good item at the end. And we make it. What is this? This is an E-Tank, energy tank. This is new to Mega Man 2, and what it does is it fully replenishes Mega Man's health when you use it. So, we're gonna lure that enemy over there, make our lives easier. And here we are with Flashman. Now, before we enter, Dex, what can you tell us?
Flashman, an electric-type robot. He stops time before shooting enemies. You must fight fast to beat the Flash.
Alright, thanks. Let's get going. Take down Flashman. Now, all Flashman really does is charge at Mega Man. And then he'll stop time occasionally and fire off those blasts. If you're jumping high enough in the air or in the right spots, you won't get hit though. So, overall he's not that difficult. Little practice getting used to his patterns. Uh-oh, we're gonna get hit there. That's alright. Come on, Mega Man. Oh, don't get hit, don't get it. Nice. Boom! Flashman is down! Alright, so we just got the time stopper, as Dr. Light's gonna tell us momentarily. We don't get to do a cool epic pose, we just kind of teleport out of the level after that. So, get equipped with, it's an interesting phrase, but anyways, now we have the time stopper, and ooh, special message from Dr. Light, who is our jolly old fellow. Wink, wink. We get item 3, and that means nothing to us at this point in time. What is it? Well, it's another support weapon, kind of like the magnet beam in the first game. It's really helpful. It allows you to, it throws like a platform at walls, and it rises up those platforms. So it's tough to explain, but when I use it, I'll show you guys. So after Flashman, typically people take on Quickman because Quickman's weakness is Flashman, but I'm going to be taking on Airman because Flashman will be a little helpful against Airman. It's time for Super Fighting Robot Super Sing-Along, starring Airman.
Somehow every time I lose, I can't defeat Airman. No matter how I try to dodge all these tornadoes, he just kills me again. And even though I can get behind him, his face, I try to fight, but I get blown away in the end. I shoot as fast as I can, but when I head to go against him, those tornadoes
This has been Super Fighting Robot Super Sing-Along, starring Airman. Alright, let's take on Airman stage. So, here we go. Moving on with these platforms. Their spikes are pretty annoying, just in that you have to wait for them every single time. There is a way you can like fly through this. You can jump. There's a little ledge or a little like room for Megaman on that ledge, but you really have to align the pixels just right, and that's way too risky for me. So I will not be doing that. So here we have some like Zeus enemies that are throwing lightning bolts at us. Pretty cool. And we just have to make these jumps on these platforms. But this jump right here is one of the most difficult in the level, in my opinion, because this guy can throw his lightning bolt at you, and luckily he does not. So we're able to make that jump well. We could jump on that platform while it's hidden behind that cloud, but we're just going to wait for it to show up and take the safe route, because better safe than sorry. So, new enemy type. You'll see these birds are dropping like eggs. They're not that tough. When the eggs hit the ground, they like break into like 10 birds, or mini birds, and they all swarm you, and it's kind of annoying, but it's good for like farming HP or weapon ammo if necessary. So here we have more of these spike platforms. Shouldn't be too bad. Make that jump, and we are good. New enemy type, the fan, and it's pretty self-explanatory. They just throw you back. And these birds keep dropping the eggs in the gaps. Oh man, I thought we beat him, but we were just barely off the screen, so he respawned. We'll wait for him, and we are doing well. I think we might get to Airman with full health. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Alright, so here we are at Airman. Dex, what do you got for us?
Airman, a flying type robot. He unleashes tornadoes at his enemies. He'll rock you like a hurricane.
Alright, let's take on Airman. Now, Airman's actually one of the more difficult bosses because hitting him can just be so difficult. It's a pain trying to hit him every time. So we're gonna pause time right here so we can get right up and close. We're gonna get a few extra shots in. And boom, switch the buster so we can get our few shots in. And uh-oh, it's not looking as good. We can get him, come on. Finish him off. Boom! That's all it is. You just gotta wait for him to jump, and then fire away as fast as you can. So, Airman goes down. And his weakness is actually the leaf shield, which you get from Woodman. And that always confused me, how Airman was weak to, like, leaves. But when you look it up, or when you look up, like, some info on Airman, you realize that he actually hates the fall because all the leaves get in his fan and ruin it. So I guess it makes sense, even though it's kind of ridiculous. But, alright, so we just get item 2, which is like a jet board we can ride on. Puts a little board with some rockets on it, and Megaman jumps on it and it launches, and for as long as Megaman has like weapon ammo. Alright, so now we're moving on to our third robot master. We are going to take on Koresh Man, who has probably one of the best soundtracks in Mega Man. Like I said, this game has great music all around. It's easily one of the best games, in my opinion, like Mega Man overall. But as far as music goes, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Can't get over it. And we're just waiting for... Alright, let's go for it. And we made it. Nice. Oh, and Mega Man 2. You'll notice the Robot Masters have some kind of weirdish names, like Flashman, Metal Man, like Airman. They don't seem very, like, war robot-y. And the reason for that is, after the first Mega Man game, Capcom actually held a contest for people to draw and come up with the next Robot Masters. And these are the Robot Masters that won. for that same reason, this is also supposed to be the most, like, kid-friendly Mega Man game. Which is an interesting concept, because I never even thought of Mega Man as being slightly not kid-friendly. Man, we are riding these platforms, and these patterns are just getting more and more complex. They never get too bad, though, so... Bet Mega Man's enjoying this little roller coaster. There we go. Climb the ladder. This annoying enemy, but pretty cool. He reminds me of the Spiky from Mario games. I don't know how familiar you guys are with the Mario games, but he kind of looks like a gigantic cactus that is made up of like 4 individual balls that fall, and yeah. Basically, yeah, that pillar enemy just reminds me of the Spiky. So, because I do not want to fall, we are going to prompt this Mentor and then retreat, because then he's going to run here. It's easier to do that. So, we're almost done with this level. Ooh, split path. What do we do? We're going to climb the right side because, well, I'm all-knowing. And there you see that the birds, like, break up into their multiple, or the egg breaks into, like, multiple birds. It's really annoying because we literally can't do anything about it right here. It's just whittling away our health. Luckily, we won't even really need much against Koresh Man, so that's nice. Oh, and another thing is, I was going to consider destroying that enemy because it might up my score, but we do not have a score in this game, which is kind of cool. So we just got this E-Tank, but we can't jump up here. So I'm going to show you guys item 2, which will provide a nice little platform for us. It's not really what it's supposed to be used for, but it works for the time being. So we are going to switch to the regular Buster again, and we have these guys to avoid, but they're really not that bad. And we are at Koresh Man, and looks like we're in outer space. Really cool. So, alright Dex, what do you have for us this time?
Crash Man, a normal type robot. He launches powerful bombs at his enemies. Crash Man enjoys the explosions of his fallen enemies.
Alright, let's go! Now, Koresh Man is weak to the air shooter, which is Airman's weapon. And when I say weak, I mean he is really weak. You'll see what I mean. It literally takes 3 individual tornadoes to hit him. And so we got a double hit on that second shot. So on difficult mode, we took him down in 2 shots. No damage. So, yeah. And Koresh Man gives you one of the most powerful weapons in the game. So, that's really helpful. And I don't know why they gave Mega Man like pinkish orange color for it, but that's alright. Alright, so first 3 Robot Masters down. We're going to take down some more in our next episode. And until then, this has been Midnight Zero. Peace. If you enjoyed this video or think that Batman is the coolest superhero, hit that like button and subscribe.